Okay, so by now you should have had a go at taking out the background of those 5 images that you saw in task 1 today. So task 2 is about taking those skills and thinking about what makes an effective magazine cover. Well, you see them when you go into news agents and other shops, motorway service stations, and really what you actually are greeted with is a massive wall of these magazines. You know, there are literally hundreds in every shop that sells them, and the magazines have to vie for your eye as you're looking. You know, you imagine you're on a long car journey. You think to yourself, "Well, I'll get a magazine to read on the way." You go into the news agents and you have a look at the service station, and wow, which one do you go for? Well, first of all, you tend to think to yourself, do I want a sports magazine or do I want a gaming magazine or that sort of thing? You decide what sort of genre your magazine is going to fall into. Then it's got to attract your attention. It's got to have a good identity. So let's have a look at some of the possible magazine covers that are out there. Let me just move myself. Oh, it always makes my eyes go funny that. Here we have one for Android users. Look, we know what this is because we've got the word Android magazine there. And this one is about the top 5 superphones. Look at the background color that's used here, how it's brighter in the middle and goes duller and darker at the sides. We've got lots and lots of things on there to draw us to, and lots of information about things we're going to see on the inside of the magazine. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you've got that Star Wars analogy there. The Force awakens rather than the Force awakens. Look also at how they've taken sort of pretty standard photographs and taken the background out so that you can have that overlaid on the background of the magazine cover. Instantly we can see there's use of bright red there and yellow at the bottom that draws our eye in, and 100% official. We've got the website there, little green robot, free at the top there, so that's drawing us in. Lots of things to catch your eye. Is it the best? I don't know. Let's have a look at this one. This one is Vogue magazine from last June. And we can see here straight away, we've got Kate Moss on the front cover. A very glamorous and beautiful looking photograph there of Kate. We've got text overlaying it. And look at the color scheme. The way the color scheme keeps the same throughout, you know, in the sense that the title of each of these things is in that particular shade of pink and white below. And it tells us the price $3.99 there. There's not a lot on there other than that stunning picture of Kate Moss, along with some text that hints and tips about what's on or what's going to take place inside the magazine. But the reason that the word Vogue is in such large print, it's an established brand with an established font, so it wants you to know that's its magazine. And the same goes for Empire magazine. Its massive, very characteristic font there is at the top, and this is about WandaVision, that series that's over on Disney Plus at the moment that has just come to an end. Straight away, 2 peak and star characters from WandaVision, and we can see there they're using this sort of like lightning effect there to show you what the characters look like normally and what the characters look like from time to time in the series. If you're into Sean Connery, we've got that there. Die Hard 2, lots to think about there, but look again at the background, the way it's got this sort of design there as well. Computer Active is there as well. It's quite a cheap magazine as magazines go. Computer Active is. Last time I bought it, it was only a couple of pounds or so, and it's very good for those geeks that want to look at, you know, and learn about things that are going on inside a computer. Straight away, this attracts your attention. Don't pay for apps. The 30 best new phone and tablet apps that are completely free. So that's attracting you in as well. Chromebook, should you buy one? It's asking you a question. So it makes you think and look at it. Lots of logos and images there for you to consider. Also, don't forget, magazines have to have the price and the barcode on there as well. Look at the use of color here, the dull blue background and the bright forward-facing fonts. 442 magazine, which is a sports magazine, we can see there. There's the title there, but because we know what it looks like, the way it's printed and written every month, the characters can easily obscure it in this case because we know what it says, 442. Lots and lots of information there. Look at the way they've gone for the brightly coloured player to go in the front there. And that's contrasted by the other player bending down here. Now, I bet, just looking, that those players, these three were possibly together, although I doubt it. I think this has been done using something like GIMP to take 4 footballers and make it look as if the 4 of them were actually together at the same photo shoot. Clever use of shadowing down here to make it look and enhance as if they're all the same there at the same time, but it just sort of gives it away here, this very sharp edge to it there, and this sort of fake shadowing effect over there. Again, great magazine cover, attracts the eye, and some techniques there you might want to incorporate in yours. Game magazine, you know, there's lots and lots to take away from here. They've gone for a cartoony sort of hand-drawn character here, and quite a simple plain white background with black text. Britain's biggest games magazine, and it's got free. So obviously, Game, the store, are giving this magazine away free in store at the moment, which is a great thing to make you want to pick it up and go. Now, this presentation is attached to your Google Classroom assignment, and it has got loads and loads of different magazine covers for you to look at and consider. And also here, there is a link to a fantastic blog that talks about what makes an effective magazine cover. So please have a look at that as well. Now, once you've gone into GIMP and you've created your magazine cover, don't forget it needs things like text and all that sort of stuff. You could choose to do a magazine for an existing that already exists. So you could do a new Empire or Game or something like that magazine cover, or you could choose to design your own magazine cover. Whatever you want, when you've done it in GIMP, add it to this and hand it in. Have a go at this. Try and use a mixture of backgrounds, text, layers. It's quite a big ask, this one. See how you get on. Should take you about 30 to 40 minutes. Paste it in here and hand it in. Thanks for listening.